Shalom. We're back again with another sit down with just a lesson based on false prophets. But first and foremost, we want to give all praise and infinite honor to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Double honor to the elder apostle, great millstone, and salutation and blessing to the Akim, pushing his work in truth and sincerity. You know, within Israel, you know what I mean, it's a lot of men that speak falsely. You know, whether they know they're Israelites or whether they don't. You know, and a lot of people allow themselves to be basically put in a position of confusion because of that. But so that's the reason why the Heavenly Father got His men out here to express the true truth. You know, so we're gonna just do a little sit down on those false prophets, man. You know, and the Heavenly Father is speaking on not to listen to them. I'm going to start off with Ezekiel 13 and 1. It said, Ezekiel 13 and 1, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesy, and saying to them that prophesy out of their own hearts, hear ye the word of the Lord. And that's what we ought to do. You know, men like Nate, men like Johanna, you know, it's a righteous thing for the elders to do what they do, man. To tell people that these men are not the Lord's people, man. You know? So when people go running their mouth about, the men of GM, they just gossipers and they do this. Nah, they doing what the Heavenly Father told them to do, man. Speak against the falseness of what they preach of. And it says, thus said the Lord God, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirits and have seen nothing. The Heavenly Father said, woe unto you, man. Once again, men like Nate, man. You know, that look for gain more than the salvation of the Heavenly Father, man. You know, men like Johanna that want to walk around and be speaking of arms and stuff.
And one of the major prophecies in these end times is the mark of the beast.
That's right.
All right. So when you got camps out here, and they not saying that the radio frequency identification chip is the mark of the beast, man. Those are false prophets, man. Right. They could be accurate on the tribes. They could be accurate on other things. But if you don't get these prophecies right, you're a false prophet, man. Because the blind can't lead the blind. The blind, if you follow the blind, you both should fall in the ditch, man. Sure. So if you tell the people they don't the mark of the beast not the chip, and then they gonna get the chip, Revelation 14 gonna fall on their ass, man.
And it says, excuse me, O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the desert. Ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedges for the house of Israel to stand in the battle of the day of the Lord. And that's the objective, man, to get the men ready. But when you sitting up here telling them that the mark of the beast ain't the chip, that it's embargo, when you sitting up here telling them
that basically my sloppy, because it came to my mind too while you were saying it's sloppy. That name, that's a major part too. They downplay the two major things they downplay now, that name and that chip.
Right.
You know?
Major prophecy. Major.
That's not getting them ready for the day of the Lord, man.
Right, man.
That's the objective, man, to be prepared in this thing, man. You know? But you taking away so much from your men when they don't have those things. You gotta make sure the men is equipped within the spirit, man. If they don't have that, what do they have? You know?
I can say something to that. Because see, a lot of blood on them guys' hands, because it's to the point you got guys that cold-heartedly believe in you. Because a lot of these guys, they're not following Yahushua, they're not following the scripture, they're following Nate, they following Bubble-Eyed Blackfish, they following who else? Johanna. They following that nigga up there in Chicago. And many other guys. So when they're not actually thinking and being circumspect and being honest to these scriptures. So when this guy says the chip ain't the chip, well, they said the chip ain't the chip. So when they actually have you in line and have you to sit down and put your hand right here They put that syringe to your skin.
Yep.
Oh, that's because Nate said, this ain't the chip. This is something else I'm getting. You got blood in your hands, man.
That's right.
You know, and also you niggas who do it, you're gonna be destroyed, man.
That's right.
Straight up. It's gonna get that fucking serious, man.
Yep.
You know?
That's a little bit more on this. It said, they have seen vanity and lying divination,
That's right, man.
saying the Lord said. And that's what they do. Or the Lord said. Or the Lord said. What that nigga, Horace Grant, or whatever that nigga name is, man, the so-called comforter. Oh, he said, you know, he talked,
Jermaine Grant.
Jermaine Grant. The comforter, man. The nigga that sit up, you know, I was sick from the Lord. You know what I mean?
The black hot sauce pad.
Exactly. You know, and it said, and the Lord have, and you know who else? Those niggas in them churches, man.
False prophet.
Before that.
This guy, Pastor Gino Davis, I'm not far from doing a sit down on that bitch ass nigga. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Gino Davis. Glory!
How you, and it's really been the truth, grounded in the truth, man. You can look. How you cannot tell that these niggas are fucking snakes, man? They selling snake oil. You look at them, they always got the nappiest or the baller's fucking head, taggiest suit, and then, I mean, they just yeah. And they just selling you niggas snake oil, man. And you niggas is
Pimps.
take
Little pimps. You could see the pimp game when they up them.
Yeah, right.
The pimps.
I got
Pimps, bro.
Let me tell you,
This guy, Gino, do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, bro, you gotta check. He's coming against the truth label.
He the guy with the black and white beard shit.
He had a viral video when he was talking about the holy holes, the women in the pulpit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He said Esau in that line for Jacob. I mean, Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the father. He said Esau is Jesus in that line. It means Jesus right
That
there.
nigga, he's a
Mine, boy.
Yeah.
cream butcher.
They're pretty pushing.
And it says, the Lord said, and the Lord had not sent them. And they have made others to hope that they will confirm the words.
Alright.
So they're not even going to the word to confirm it. They're going to these niggas to confirm it, man.
Right.
Oh, and I heard from my pastor that that's the truth. But what do the scriptures say though?
Yeah, I don't know.
Got a little bit more last line. It said, have ye not seen a vain vision? And have ye not spoken a lying divination? Whereas ye say, the Lord said, albeit I have not spoken.
Yeah, Lord ain't dealing with them false pastors, man.
Hey, bro, them pastors,
False prophets out here, man.
them Christian churches don't do that. That's when I was in Christianity. I wasn't like the Christians that's there. No, I was devout. I read my Bible, and I used to ask my pastor. He was an Edomite too, and I used to ask him questions, and he'd be like, "Oh, I'll get back with you. I'll get back with you." They don't know nothing, man.
Nothing.
They don't know. Oh, you know what the blood ounce is? What does that have to do with salvation? You know? What does that have to do? That's that thing, that dogma they push.
Yeah,
You ask them a scripture that they don't understand.
No, we say that too. When you come with a dumb fool ass question, you say about mermaids and did like a nigga asked us in Houston, did Adam have a belly button? Now what that has to do with your salvation, man? You know, with some wild shit, you know, really, you know. But he's saying it because he don't know.
You don't know. You don't have the answer. Nothing. Something simple. Some things that you have to is a part of salvation you don't know. When it comes to the Israelite forms, all right, that's something that you're supposed to know.
Right.
And then the scriptures tell us you have an unction from Yahweh Shalom Shai, and you know all things. And when we say all things, we prophesy in part, but as it pertains to these scriptures, we can break them down accurately, man.
Right.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, bro.
How's it going?
What's your word? I got a piece up.
Well, I know the brother said.
Y'all very much.
Yeah,
It's Jeremiah 23:1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, said the Lord.
And that's what the brothers was just speaking of, man. Pastors, you go to, like the brother was saying, you go to churches, you ask them, well, what this is? Oh, wait till the service start. And he going to something totally different.
Like I said it throughout, I get in the right analogy, pimps, you hear me? Because every time you can get $1 million from somebody to go buy a plane, that's a pimp, man.
That's a pimp.
You know what I'm saying?
But I also say, I haven't received that knowledge yet. We haven't received that knowledge
You
yet.
see, but that's a beautiful thing, because in the book of, what the scriptures say, that they will make merchandise of you?
Yeah.
All right, that's prophecy fulfilled in our day and time. You see what I'm saying? They make merchandise of these scriptures.
Yep.
And they made big money off of it, man.
Filthy lucre.
Filthy lucre.
Last time I've been, I'm talking about when I was a little kid, last time I've been to church, years ago, them motherfuckers had the ATM, they had the CDs, you could set in the books for you to buy, bro. T-shirt, and I mean, them women was tearing that shit up, bro. I mean, when I say tearing, I'm talking about buying that shit by the boatload, you know? And this nigga here, he's pulling away in a Rolls Royce and
I
different Mercedes
was
and shit.
fucked up when I was in Christianity. I used to buy TDJ books. Them bitches was like $40 a watch. And Creflo Dollar. I used to buy their books. Not Purpose Driven. It was one of them. I had them motherfucking books. I used to order them bitches, man.
Right.
Fucked up. $40-some for a book when you have the book.
When you have the book.
Yeah, that was giving it away free, man.
Free.
That's why when you first heard it and you seen them, I mean, just gracefully go through the scriptures, show you the Illuminati, show you who your enemy is, show you the prophecies of slavery, gracefully. You're like, oh yeah, that's the truth right there. But then like the brother said, you go to these same fucking pork chop, rapping real tip ass fucking backwoods country ass fucking pastors, ask them something even remote. Who is Esau? He can't tell you. He's scratching his fucking head. Esau.
Well, that's seal. That's seal.
Another thing, the book of Revelations, them niggas scared of the book of Revelation.
That's it.
That's it.
I heard him say it. Yeah, book of Revelation. Seal. I can't touch it.
Why is it there?
But you gonna tell me when the last day? When the last day? You heard the book of Revelation. Seal.
That nigga did this in the Old Testament shit. But then you ask
Until it come to time. The Old Testament ain't done away with no more when it come to the money.
yeah, it's ridiculous, man.
I got some more.
You got simpletons that have the knowledge of the truth.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, pretty much follow different false prophets, man.
Yep.
Now we already know it. You make allegations against us about rape and everything else, but guys been around, like Yachawamba and certain guys been around 10, 12 years. You tell me 10, 12 years it's been a reign of just doing certain things like that with no proof, and Esau had a reign in and it took us down, but they taking down Jermaine Grant and shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on out here, and you people eat that shit up. But you don't like us, we harsh, or we teach kind of rough. You know, you don't agree with that, but when it comes to this doctrine, you know we got the truth when it comes to this.
That's right.
We tagging you other camps that come up here, they want to debate, different people, different Christians that want to debate, we tear your ass up.
Yep.
But you just don't like how we so-called curse with the Bible. Come on, man.
So,
Screw for him.
This real quick, this Joel 15:34. For the congregation of hypocrites shall be desolate, and fire shall consume the tabernacles of bribery. They conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, and their belly prepare deceit.
That's right, man. Yeah, cause you go to some of these churches, man, and I bet some of these Israelite groups like that too, like you niggas that got $5.6 million taken by Jermaine Grant, you niggas was bamboozled, man. You know, it's like pump that, take that, you know? I'm over that, man. That's you niggas, man. You know? Because you, like Scripture, you need to love to have it so. You love to be lied to, man.
I guess he didn't do it like Nate. Nate did it the legitimized way.
Yeah, man.
I got a precept for what you just said.
Yeah, go ahead. What you got?
This is Isaiah 30 verse 9, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh, which say to the seers, see not.
Yeah, we're the seers, okay? We're the true seers. We're the ones giving you the straight and skinny. Whether you like it or not, man. Whether you wanna not wanna hear it in a certain way, we give it to you straight, man. Rough, raw, and rugged, okay? Good.
And to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things,
Prophesy to us the right things. Do what?
speak unto us smooth things.
You want us to come speaking eloquently, very eloquent, and you want us to have a three-piece suit on, suit and tie.
Politically correct.
Yeah. Shave face, bald head,
Jumping out the leaves, Bentley, or whatever it is.
cheap ass red polo cologne on.
And they don't know that the man that they say that they follow is unorthodox in his time. He wasn't going with the status quo, man.
Yeah.
Can't forget they want the so-called white man to make.
Yeah.
Yahweh Shah was a rebel, man. He went against the grain, man.
That's right.
You know? And we go against the grain the way this society say a man should conduct himself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I word on the block. If we was in the times of old, we would be them same Spartans. We would be those same barbarians. The barbarians lived on the outskirts of the city.
Yeah, that's how they took down Rome. Rome was all stretched out, and the barbarians was on the outside of Rome. That's what took Rome down. You know, but after Septimius Severus did his stuff politically, you know, but the barbarians.
But he wasn't under status quo back then.
Nope.
You know? It just is what it is, man.
Right.
You know, like it or love it. Hey. But at the end of the day, this word needs to be teach, man. Go ahead.
Just a little more. Prophecy deceits. That's it.
Yeah.
Just give me this seat, man.
That's all they want. They want everything.
You know what a deceit is? Salakia, bro. Your money coming. Sow the seed. In the modern day Christianity church, sow the seed. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get a blessing, so pay for a blessing.
Hey, I done seen them.
That channel might
They would come down.
You know that channel come on at 2 in the morning.
Yeah, see, look around, niggas. They got niggas. I mean, fat, greasy niggas in church selling $1,800. Then this nigga up at the top of the thing, he wanna come and prove and show his money that he gonna come get it $2,800. He like, that's a really pumping y'all in. And you niggas coming out just giving you money, man.
Remember he was throwing blessings around the church like he was Aaron Rodgers? Throwing the blessings at everybody like
Y'all know which one.
Like he was funny old Rodgers.
Like when you look at him, he gonna have you laugh. That motherfucker, y'all know who Benny Hinn is?
I know.
Oh, bro, that nigga does. He funny. He an Elamite, but that bitch funny, bro.
The one that hit the people with the jacket?
Yeah, the one that be hitting people with the jet. Wow. Hey, but y'all gotta see him put on his show, bro. But this dude is a multi-motherfucking millionaire. Professing himself as an angel of light, bro. How bad, bro? That's why you could understand Matthew the 24th chapter, bro.
Yeah.
He gonna bring down great wrath on this place, cause they not just being disrespectful. They taking his blessed words and mangling them in.
That's right.
And you know what I'm saying? And just totally he used the word.
Scripture says you add to these words, they're gonna add to you the plague.
But he used the word, so you just totally disrespecting him, bro.
First John 4:1, it says, Beloved, believe not every spirit,
Right.
but try the spirits, whether they are of God, because many false prophets are gone out into the world.
That's right, man. And that's the objective, man. You have to understand who it is that you're speaking to, man. You know, learn. You gotta learn, man. Take the time out and learn what you know what I mean? If the men speaking on, at the market of bees is the chip, because we know the market of bees is the chip, man. If those men are speaking on that, if the men speaking on the name, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, you know what I mean? If they giving you the antidote of the scriptures that you can read and learn out of, man, then you trying the spirit. But if the men going on talking about all type of nonsense, talking about some Reincarnation ain't real.
Mermaids.
Mermaids, you talking about the 12 chart sign ain't right.
Giants.
You know, yeah, the giants.
Angels came down here and defiled themselves with women.
Yup.
It's
Just foolishness.
You got them Book of Enoch niggas. Niggas cold-hearted believe in the Book of Enoch and the Book of Jasher of the day. And I got it in my house. Man, get the fuck out of here.
them Old Testament dudes don't believe in Yahweh Shah too.
Yeah.
Them too, yeah.
Yeah, when Yahushua was spoken of in the Old Testament.
They say that's a Chinese name. Yahweh Shah is a Chinese name.
They don't believe that
Yeah, that clown ass. I'm gonna get on his ass, man.
they don't believe that the Northern Kingdom is a part of the 12 tribes.
Right.
Just foolishness, man.
That's what the Bible said today.
Yeah.
Hereby know, hereby know ye the Spirit of the Most High, Salaki, hereby know ye the Spirit of the Most High, every spirit that confesses that Yahweh Shah Mashiach is coming in the flesh is of Yahweh.
That's right, man. And that's what we confess, man. You know?
I got one.
You got more?
Now that's it.
I got one. This is John 10:10. It says, the thief cometh not, but to steal, kill, and destroy. I come that they may know, so like, I am come that they may have life, and that they may have it more abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. You know, same thing what we doing. We giving our life. The Lord said, feed my sheep. So you are out there, you know, even some of our elders, man, they have given their lives up for the sheep, man.
That's right.
And to teach and to guide the sheep the right way.
Yup.
Whether it be once we cut that camera off, even our daily life, you know, guiding brothers or giving brothers, you know, positive information or things that better themselves.
That's right.
You know, that's guiding the sheep, but you niggas ain't guiding the sheep. When you tell a person that's of the brotherhood of this Israelite thing that you can just the chippers are embargo, man, you ain't guiding them, man. You know, you destroying them. And I'm gonna keep going. It says, I am a good shepherd. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. But he that is a hireling, hireling, and not the shepherd whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming and leaveth the sheep and flee, and the wolf catcheth them and scattereth the sheep. The hireling flee because he is a hireling and careth not for the sheep. And that's what the naked niggas gonna do. When you sitting there, I know I can't get the whole room, but while you sitting there, putting your hand on the table, getting that chip, he's slipping out the back door. I ain't getting it. Go. That's what he gonna do, you niggas in that thing, man. That's what Jermaine Grant did, you niggas. Took all your fucking money. Or you sitting there with goddamn half-inch of fucking leather on and shit on a hot sunny day. You know? Niggas crazy, man. Niggas up too much.
They got a sword under that shit, yeah.
Yeah, man.
You finished with that one?
Yeah, man. Go ahead, bro. I gotta be on the bill all night. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me see. Okay, I got a little more. It says, 14, it says, I am the good shepherd, and know my sheep, and I am known of mine. He said, as the Father knoweth me, even so know I the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. And that's plain, man.
Right. And that's just speaking on it, that's the objective, man. To die for the Lord, man. To help the brother understand the knowledge in its full understanding, but not like these niggas, man. They give you a little something, and they tell you pay for this, give you a little bit more. What Nate was doing back in, I know the elder spoke on it a couple times.
The niggas making you pay for it.
Right.
Pay for every half of the video, man.
Selling breakdowns like $40.
That's cool.
And any nigga was making you have, like if you was a guy, you say you was a guy in Wisconsin, something where, and you want to start your own camp, you was making you have a start-up camp. Yeah, start-up camp kit, man.
That's crazy.
So he basically making people pay draft.
Yeah, he had signs and all that other shit in the package here to buy, man.
He was selling garments too.
Yeah, that nigga is just ridiculous, bro.
That's high, $300.
What you mean? He's still doing it.
Man,
Wait,
I got one of
them shirts cost. When you see the girls with them shirts on,
Get it out of the
you
way.
gotta pay for them shirts.
Alright.
You got it?
Well,
This is Rod 34. This is Rod 34:1. It says the hopes of man void of understanding are vain and false, and dreams lifted up fools. Because
go ahead.
yeah, man. So it says the hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false. And these pastors they don't have no understanding of them, man. And dreams lift up fools. So they selling dreams, man. They dream.
It goes back to a man that Jake put a lot of their hope in, Lucifer King.
Yeah.
Mr. I have a dream himself.
False prophet, man.
Giving away, selling prosperity to
Prosperity, man.
And that's what these churches do. They are whoremongers with prosperity, man. They selling that by a busload. Oh, Sister Mary Joseph, you gonna get that new house next year. Don't worry about it. Just make sure you cut me off the top.
You get them gullible ass women with that shit, man.
Keep you in that court.
They get niggas too.
Silly women on the
That's
way.
all
The
I'm
women got the niggas.
Go ahead.
It says, whoso regarded dreams,
Salaki. Fucking Creflo Dollar broke Holyfield. Broke him.
Damn.
bro,
Broke him.
he sold his mansion and everything, huh?
Broke him.
It says, whoso regarded dreams is like him that catcheth a shadow and follow it after the wind. The vision of dreams is the resemblance of one thing to another, even as the likeness of a face to a face.
They basically, like the brother said, they sell a snake oil, man. That's all they doing. They telling you, oh man, you gonna get all those things, and you sitting up here going to sleep on it. You resting on it. Next thing you know, that year come, you ain't got what he said you was gonna get.
And one thing I know about a nigga down here, you know, I'm talking about here, I know how these niggas are here. Niggas, you tell a nigga he gonna have that new G-Wagon, that new Range Rover, he's literally sitting up there in the room, he sees so right down there, all the windows down, niggas win. Ain't got a bad bitch sitting on the side, man.
With a hair on.
Yeah. Yeah, with his clothes showing and shit. Yeah, with a hat on. That's right, man. Jake envisioned himself. You know, that's why he believed the shit he told you about stolen seed and shit, man. You know? These niggas really, cold-hearted believe that shit. That they gonna get the White House, the picket fence, and the Labrador, okay?
I mean, it's selling nightmares, man.
Yeah.
They selling nightmares. It says of an unclean thing, what can be cleansed? And from that thing which is false, what truth can come. So they teach you number of false doctrines, man.
Yep.
So what truth in that can you find, man? If the truth will set you free, you forever in bondage, man. Because you ain't getting out of that. You forever in bondage, man.
Ridiculous, man.
Ridiculous.
Got this right here. Philippians 3:16. Nevertheless, whereto we have already attended, let us walk by the same rules. Let us mind the same thing. Brethren, be followers together of me, and mark them which walk, so as ye have us for an ensample.
Right.
For many walk of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Hamashiach, man.
Right.
You know?
That's why we get on these niggas' asses, man.
Right.
You know, them niggas up there in Chicago, you know, you got Mac 10 and all those other fucking characters that come up, you know, yeah, all these other fucking, yeah, nigga look like Mac 10, man. You know, all these other clown ass characters that we didn't had Sarge, we had characters, man. Just every year, you know, it's like a boxing match, you know? Yeah, everybody come up and contend, get their ass whooped. You don't have a new character popping up, man. A new fucking villain.
You can't forget about the black consciousness community.
Oh, that shit.
Them niggas that came and went.
That Geico listen, you niggas who believing in. That fucking
That shit is so
pitiful, you know?
Shock up moves.
That fucking a tragedy.
So like, real quick, remember the pastor that came up that said he loved everything we do, but when you start showing him the chip, that was he came up and he just showed him, he said, well, do you teach this? And he just, he walked off, man. He had a bald head, no facial hair. Nah, man. It was a complete joke. You from Oklahoma, you had
Kentucky and some shit.
Kentucky had a church in Kentucky or something like that, man.
Yeah, he's in the guitar. He probably playing the hall. You niggas in there rocking and shit. There's the shit you niggas on, man. You got niggas in there.
I appreciate it.
We don't know what's one.
This church shit is beautiful, man.
Damn.
I mean, who's gonna look?
Nah, I ain't the same scripture. You got it, bro.
Oh, Matthew?
Yeah.
Matthew 7:15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep clothing.
Yeah, these the sheep that we're talking about. What is it? Hey, man, the ones that's in this, so-called in this truth, and these goddamn pastors you see, they got these goddamn whorehouses on every corner.
That's right.
It's beautiful, man. You got guys selling out a ring like that Joe Austin character. Oh, Lord Jesus came to me. You believe that shit, man. And guess what? I didn't cut up plenty of guys in his organization. They came up to the block. They got to make him jump out the window, man. But this guy's selling out arenas tomorrow. This guy's gonna have an NFL stadium.
That's right.
That's how big his church is. NFL stadium. And you niggas love to have it so.
That bitch could probably fit, what, 20,000?
50,000.
It's Salakia.
It'd be the NBA, so that's probably 20,000, 30,000.
That's the NFL.
What happened when they had that?
No, it's what the NBA, was what the Houston Rockets used to play.
They said NFL stadium.
No, Joe Austin, he teach where the Rockets used to play, so let's say that's 30,000. Every church period, so they gonna have a morning.
Yes.
Alright, so you gonna have an offering break go around twice. If everybody just put in $1, he makes what? $60,000 every weekend.
Yeah.
And he got superstars.
Now you know people put in way more than $1, right?
Stars and
You might make 100,000 every congregation.
No, we're making more than that.
you making more than that.
You probably making a meal every
Well, you
week.
gotta pay for the ticket to get in per seat.
Yeah, it's a 10.
This is
I didn't know you.
No, it ain't no ticket. No, it's the, you gotta pay for admission though. No, listen, he bought what the Rockets used to play, that's the church.
Oh, so the seat is congregation.
Yes.
Alright, so then it's all been coming in
Packed to the brim.
To the brim.
That bitch be packed to the brim.
He be having an abstract roof open and everything.
You probably got a big screen to show
What
you.
I'm thinking is the football field. I'm talking about the basketball arena.
It's the same arena, basketball arena.
Alright, the arena, alright. So like, yeah.
And he didn't even let any people in that church when that hurricane hit Houston. So he got to stay out.
I mean, once they put him on blast and he let him down, he still went ahead and put that pot around twice. In the midst of them with the hurricane. Yes, indeed. You can go look that up.
He said the collection pretty well. Come on, Al.
Yeah. You can look that up.
Celebration. This is what he said to me.
When we was driving earlier, me and the Papa together, you hear me? We were on church.
That's a race.
Yeah, how long have we been doing this for now? Yeah, man,
You know anything else?
I had this. We thought it was a movie theater, and it's a big ass church they building. They've been building it for a year, man. And no true gonna be in there, just hooping and hollering.
It's ridiculous, man.
Matthew 7:15, beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are raving wolves.
Yeah, man.
That's it on that.
Alright, they Yohana wolves too.
God.
They like the chief wolves. Them the Pharisees and Sadducees.
You don't never hear him breaking down shit.
I got one that.
All that Yohana nigga do, he's hooping and hollering,
Right.
and he wanna do it in the butt. That's all that nigga wanna do, man. You know? Nasty ass nigga, man.
That's some nasty ass niggas.
Teach like that. I thought they don't teach us.
It's ridiculous, bro. Go ahead.
The girl went after the
This
brother.
is what you just said about those Pharisees out there in IUIC and ISUPK. This is Matthew chapter 15, I'm going to start at verse 12. Then came his disciples and said unto him, Knowest thou that the Pharisees were offended after they heard this saying? Which they are offended because we're teaching this true doctrine and hopefully taking people away from that falseness that they're preaching. But hey, you got to be called to get this wisdom. Verse 13. But
Hey, I looked up, my bad, I looked up, they were showing statistics how, even I think Elder Tahar, Apostle Tahar has sent to show you how blacks are leaving the white churches, are leaving the churches, period, man. This thing is a wildfire now, man.
Yeah.
Jake is waking up, we're giving Jake everything they need for free, man. They're waking up to the point that they are Israelites, that those pastors are all set up as liars and so on and so forth, man. So everybody waking up, man. You know?
cat's out the bag.
Oh yeah, big time.
Verse 13, but he answered and said, Every plant which my heavenly Father hath not planted shall be rooted up.
That's right.
And we're seeing all these false prophets out here that aren't planted in that good ground. They're planted on those stones and that sand. So they're getting blown away when this true doctrine comes out.
Them niggas were planning, you know, when you get a new box from Amazon, you got them little popcorns in there. That's what them niggas was planning on, man. Niggas weren't planning on shit, cause the Lord, we read the scripture there. The Lord ain't sent for you, ain't dealing with you, man. Okay? The Lord ain't dealing with no crap for $1 and the mother goddamn movie star names them niggas got, man. The Lord ain't dealing with them niggas, man.
And even if I could say this, even within Israel, man, the elders speak on it all the time. House cleaning, man. They got certain men that need to get plucked up out of here, man. You know?
Hey. Tell you, man. You gonna see, man. You
It's
gonna
just
see.
happening though. It's happening.
That's right. Go ahead.
Scary, that's why you gotta stay humble and keep praying, you hear me? Go ahead now.
Fear and trembling.
Yeah.
This is verse 14. Let them alone, they be blind leaders of the blind, and if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch.
I can't stand. I despise you church people, man. You know.
Yeah, for real.
Y'all just like you're like broken tape recorders. Y'all just regurgitating to say the same shit over and over again. You can go to somebody at the end of California, they gonna say the same shit.
Same.
Lord on my heart, Jesus love.
Blessing.
Yeah, blessing, highly favored. You niggas,
Jesus ain't got no color.
yeah, you gonna say the same shit.
And y'all are on
Never know the Bible too.
Right.
Go ahead.
They all breed
That was-
down dog.
That was it, but I'm just gonna say, all
All
y'all Christians are always on the verge of crying. I don't understand that. Like, you're always crying. I can even tell when I read your comments that you're crying when you're typing them.
Hey, it was like, even down here, this for like a whole 2 months within this troop, where there've been the elders of different brothers, the Lord had put the spirit on for nothing for you Christians. That was that vocab alone shit was hot. And none but Christians coming to these different camps getting, y'all were getting slaughtered, man. Brothers was just making y'all look bad. We had a couple of that.
That dude, remember that dude who came back from round 2?
Yeah, no,
Oh man,
he got
he came left and came back. Say, remember that? Remember that?
the same ass.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking about.
He came back from round 3 and 4.
Tyson just tore his ass up. We just tore his ass up like Mike Tyson, man. And you Christians don't know shit, man.
Straight uppercuts. Wow.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
It's a little one. Daniel 12:2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
And that's shit. The Creflos and all these guys we talking about, they're gonna be ashamed in the kingdom.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah, that I don't even want to get on that thing. They are not. I don't want to get on that.
I'm a nasty ass nigga.
Nasty ass nigga, man. Yeah.
What's the difference between him and Johanna, man? A sodomite is a sodomite.
That's true. It's true.
Yeah, you probably got pictures of you run up there, shades on. Like, holes in the camera and shit with cut all the shirts.
I'm gonna let you watch him that fall from the mountaintop. He
city,
went
man.
from mad.
That's what the Lord gonna do.
Talk about that.
Yeah, that's what the Lord gonna do in the end. The Lord gonna wring a lot of you motherfuckers out like a old towel, old rag in these last days, man. Serious. Why, the Lord gonna get you niggas, man.
That's right.
You niggas out there that just real piece of shit, a real piece of work. The Lord gonna get you niggas, man. And we mean that. And we mean that in all sincerity. The Lord gonna get you niggas out here, man. That done wrong and fucked over people and brothers and shit. Lord gonna get you niggas, man.
That's right.
Lord gonna fucking get you niggas, man.
That's right.
Watch. Just watch, man. You gonna, like we said out here in the world, the Lord gonna make your ass famous, man. He gonna put you in the front news or something. Serious. You know? So with that, man, we have to give all praise to Yahweh. Around to our elder apostles, GMS, peace and blessings, salutations, man. To the hopeful elect out there, man. The true and sincere men out there, man. Okay?